If the corporate media's job is to sell fear, conflict, and ignorance, yours is to show courage amidst adversity, cooperation, community, complexity, and the sheer genius and brilliance that exists in all of humanity. People have to be able to see and sense a better way forward.
So there's been a lot of talk about political prisoners lately.
Have you thought about looking into any of the political prisoners locked up in Philly, like Mumia Abu-Jamal?
Yeah, Mumia, I got in court. I got out the next week. I was looking at the news. He got in court. And it was just the light, like Mumia was the only light shed on Pennsylvania judicial system in a long time.
After nearly 45 years in prison, Bell, who was serving a sentence of 25 years to life, was just granted parole.
That stood up for liberation, scared of self-defense and people's self-determination. Terrified witnesses, forced cooperation, 30 long years.
Like thousands of others in America, my family and I are political prisoners trapped by our illegal system. We committed no crime, yet we received life sentences with no possibility of parole or reprieve. And we survive in a state of constant darkness, not unlike that experience in solitary confinement.
I'm not sure that is correct. That was Maureen Faulkner, the widow of Daniel Faulkner, that Philly police officer who was killed on the job. Mumia Abu-Jamal was convicted of this crime, but many believe him to be innocent. So what is a political prisoner?
A political prisoner is a person who is imprisoned because that person's actions or beliefs are contrary to those of his or her government. In some cases, political prisoners are targeted by the state unjustly.
In other cases, political prisoners are imprisoned for engaging in, quote, illegal actions that they believe will advance their cause.
To sum up, a political prisoner is one who is imprisoned because their political beliefs or actions are a threat to the status quo.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
In 1979, Mumia won Columbia University's prestigious Major Armstrong Award for its radio editorial of the Pope's visit to Philadelphia.
In 1981, Philly magazine identified him as one of 81 people to watch.
That same year, Mumia was sentenced to death.
Keep in mind, Mumia became a target of the police and the FBI when he joined the Black Panther Party at the age of 14.
Mumia's FBI file contains a photo of him with the word dead written on the back.
The FBI couldn't kill him, so the Philly DA and police framed him.
But now, a landmark Supreme Court ruling could overturn Mumia's conviction.
In Williams versus Pennsylvania, the High Court ruled that Ronald Castile, the judge who denied Terrence Williams' appeal, had a conflict of interest.
It's a conflict of interest because it's a violation of the Constitution for a judge to rule on a case in which he previously worked on as a prosecutor.
The same conflict of interest violation in the Williams case surfaces in Mumia's case and involves the same judge. Ronald Castile was a prosecutor in Mumia's case and later a judge on the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. He reviewed and denied Mumia's appeal.
So, as you can see, Mumia's case is now back in court, and the prosecutor is arguing that Judge Castile was not biased and that he didn't have any direct involvement in Mumia's case when he was prosecutor in Philadelphia. Let me give you some background information. Ronald Castile is a DA turned politician. He was elected judge of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court on a tough on crime platform. And as we know, in Philadelphia, Mumia's case has been used by politicians to manipulate fear of supposed cop killers to win elections. Case in point, I read a letter that Castile sent to then Senator Bob Casey, and this is what it said, and I quote,
I urge you to send a clear and dramatic message to all police killers that the death penalty actually means something.
Now, given that Mumia has been demonized as Philadelphia's top cold-blooded cop killer, who do you think is number one on the list? And in a new dramatic development, Judge Castile told this to the Intelligencer about Mumia's case.
As DA, I didn't have anything to do with it until it went up on appeal. None of them ever asked me to recuse myself on appeal when I was a justice. To me, it was just another case.
So, if Mumia would have asked you to recuse yourself from this case, you would have? Well, I got some news for you, buddy. I'm looking at a legal document here, and Mumia and his attorneys are asking you to recuse yourself from this case.
So it gets put up to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court. And at that point, one of the new members of the Pennsylvania Supreme Court was a guy named Ronald Castile. Who was Ronald Castile? He was a former DA in Philadelphia. So Castile votes to reject the appeal, but then he issues a separate opinion saying why I'm not going to recuse myself. He says the defense is blaming me and saying I can't be fair because the FOP made me man of the year and they gave me money to campaign on and they gave me campaign support, and so they're questioning my ability to be impartial because of FOP support. Well, there's 4 other members on the court that received money from the FOP, and he named their names. So now we have 5 members of a 7-member court who have taken money from the FOP, which is the prime organization trying to get Abu-Jamal executed.
Let us become that which we revere and remember. Let us be abolitionists, strengthened by the positive contribution.
It will take collective action to win.
Please call, email, or fax the DA's office with this message.
Time to
bring Mumia home.
You can lock me down, but I will never be your prisoner. Victims are the ones that just obey and just give it up. Even in this world, we enslaved like some prisoners. A freedom fighter fights till the world listen up. Yep.
Let us become that which we revere and remember. Let us be abolitionists, strengthened by the positive contribution of our ancestors, black and white. Let us struggle to make progress. Let us build the movement by making it blacker, more Latino, and more working class. Let us understand that social movements change history.